My name is Becca Bickle. I'm Dean of UT Arlington Libraries, and I'm going to be reading from John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath. This book has been frequently challenged over the years. Most normally, the cause of the challenge is because the book contains profanity and charges in regard to its sexual language. I am choosing to read from the closing passages of the book that bear both profanity and sexual language, hoping to provide a context for why the book does this. So the lead up to the closing section of the book, the members of this family are starving. This is set in the Great Depression, so they have not had food. And Rose of Sharon, the central character in this section, has just given birth to a stillborn child. Moments before, she is with her mother, and now flooding waters are coming and the family is trying to escape the floods. First he was sick, now he's starving. What? Starving. Got sick in the cotton, he ain't et for 6 days. Ma walked to the corner and looked down at the man. He was about 50, his whiskery face gaunt, and his wide open eyes were vague and staring. The boy stood beside her. Your pa? Ma asked. Yeah. He said he wasn't hungry, or he just ate. Give me the food. Now he's too weak. He can't. Gotta have soup or milk. You folks got money to get milk? Ma said, hush. Don't worry. We'll figure something out. Suddenly the boy cried, he's dying, I tell you. He's starving to death, I tell you. Hush, said Ma. She looked at Pa and Uncle John, staring, helplessly gazing at the sick man. She looked at Rose of Sharon, huddled in the comfort. Ma's eyes passed Rose of Sharon's eyes and then came back to them, and the two women looked deep into each other. The girl's breath came short and gasping. She said yes. Ma smiled. I knowed you would, I knowed. She looked down at her hands, tight locked in her lap. Rose of Sharon whispered, Will you all go out? The rain whisked lightly on the roof. I'm going to jump forward. For a minute, Rose of Sharon sat still in the whispering barn. Then she hoisted her tired body up and drew the comforter about her. She moved slowly to the corner and stood looking down at the wasted face, into the wide, frightened eyes. Then slowly, she lay down beside him. He shook his head slowly from side to side. Rose of Sharon loosened one side of the blanket and bared her breast. You got to, she said. She squirmed closer and pulled his head close. There, she said, there. Her hand moved behind his head and supported it. Her fingers moved gently in his hair. She looked up and across the barn, and her lips came together and smiled mysteriously.